Hello and welcome to Industry Insight Sessions from Changing Education. My name is Amos Madra and I'm a careers advisor for Changing Education. And in this program, we speak to employers about their own career roles and the journeys that they might have taken, tips and advice that they might want to offer to you. My guest today is Gary Wilson. Gary started his own company in 2013. He works with companies to make sure that they achieve the highest standards of health, safety, and environmental standards. He has extensive project management experience, and he also uses drones, how cool is that, to help him with his work. Gary, a very warm welcome to you. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thanks, Amos. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm all good.
Fantastic. Can you tell us a bit about yourself, what you do, your company, and the kind of things that you get up to?
Yeah, I sort of set the company up about just over 7 years ago. We do project management quite a lot of the time, which basically takes us all over the UK and sometimes abroad. We work mainly on sort of oil refineries and power stations and big sort of sites like that. Started doing that. I did that for about 20 years before I came into setting my own business up. And then from that has rolled on, like you said in the introduction, the health and safety and environmental stuff that we do. So I was going in and supporting businesses, getting themselves up to the standard they should be at, offering support and advice and consultancy. And then, yeah, we do some cool stuff with drones now as well, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really exciting. So how did you get into the whole project management side of things, and where was the idea born from? How did you come to be the person that you are today?
I went when I left uni, didn't really know what I was going to do. So I did a few little jobs. I worked in a leisure centre, worked in a prison for about 18 months, which was interesting. Then I got offered a role with a company called Veolia, now called Veolia, who are quite a big worldwide waste management company. So I went in sort of at the bottom as an administration assistant, started out, and we got interested in it. So I developed with them, developed my career and training and stuff to be able to be a project manager for them. So I worked there for just over 12 years. Sort of went up through the ranks, up to management level, and then decided that I thought I wanted to step out on my own. So yeah, that's really the route that took.
Was it easy to set up your own business?
Easy. Not really. It's easy to set it up, yeah, because all you need to do is fill in a few forms at the company's house, and you've got a company, so it's all very well. I mean, to be honest, for the first few years, I operated as a sole trader, so obviously, it was just me. But then, when contracts started to get bigger, I was taking staff on, so it made sense to be a limited company, and then that's what we did. But yeah, I think it's a bit nerve-wracking at first. If you're working for somebody else, you're pretty much going to get paid every month. Your salary goes in, you know what you're getting paid. All your taxes are taken care of and paid. So when you go on your own, you've got to find that, that revenue, that money to bring in. I suppose the first, 6 to 8 months were pretty tough because it's a startup business. So you're having to go out and get the work in. I was quite lucky. I got a contract quite early on, which really helped. And you have your ups and downs, but I think there's a lot more positives than negatives about running your own business, to be fair.
Was that something that you always wanted to do? Was it in the pipeline a bit further down once you got a bit of experience, or was it just something that happened organically?
It's not really. I think it was towards the end when I was working for the other company. I was sort of leaving. I was going out of the house, the crap really early in the morning, getting in late, working weekends on my laptop, working holidays, always on my phone on holidays. And I just thought, life's quite short and you need to get a bit of a balance. And I just wasn't getting that balance. Not saying that sometimes I'm not on my phone and on my laptop constantly working myself, but you've got that flexibility yourself. So you can decide, if I don't want to work tomorrow, Monday, I won't work Monday. But I think you've got that, and then everything you're doing is for you and your family. So you're not everything you do and achieve is for you, and you've done it. It's not sort of to feed a bigger like machine or organization. That's what I liked about it. So it was a bit more, it wasn't something I always wanted to do. It's something that came out of stress and pressure of long working hours and stuff. That I just thought, I'm going to give this a try because, you know, you need to, life's short, unfortunately.
But no, it sounds like, you know, you went with your gut instincts and you did what you believe was right for you and your family. And it's, you know, it's paid off. Now, obviously with that, it takes a lot of hard work. Does hard work pay off? And can anyone develop the skills needed to succeed?
Yeah, I think so. I think hard work, hard work's critical. I mean, you don't get, I remember my dad telling me years ago, you don't get anything for nothing. You know, you've got to put effort into it. Same with anything that you do, work or sport or business or whatever. I think people can learn. I mean, you learn every day. You do learn every day. I know it's a bit of a cliche, but I pick stuff up every day. I learn from stuff I've done that then I look back and think, well, maybe I'll do that differently, or something that somebody else might have done. You think, well, actually, that's a good idea. So I think if you do make a mistake, or if you do something that, you know, learn from it, move on, don't recreate the mistake. But I think, yeah, you can't. I don't think you can running your own business is something that you can't be taught. You can be taught the skills and the academic side of it and the skills on how to do certain things. But I think the actual decision making comes with experience. And a lot of people, I think, are frightened to take that jump because, you know, they haven't got that backup of comfort factor of somebody behind them with, like, say, paying the salary or paying everybody else's salary now, as I've got staff.
Yeah. So we don't have to reinvent the wheel, but we do have to put the work in, and it definitely will. You'll reap the fruits of your labor at some point. Definitely. Thanks for that.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, hard work and commitment to it, definitely.
What is your day-to-day work like? Once you get up in the morning, what are you doing right through to when you finish work?
Because we do different services, it can be pretty different, which is something I quite like about it. So, you know, I might have really early starts to go down to a project that we're running. It could be anywhere in the UK. So I'll be with my overalls on, hard hat, glasses on construction sites with the guys, where I started off, I suppose. So I do enjoy going back to doing that as much as they'd rather. The lads would probably me leave them alone and let me get on with it. But yeah, so that I can be on site, so that can be quite long hours. You know, you're outdoors. It's this type of weather's not ideal, but you know, you can be doing sort of 12-hour shifts on projects. Then with in terms of health and safety stuff, a lot of it is going to see the clients and looking at what they need and understanding their requirements. So it can be office based, it can be factory based. It depends what the client is really, who they are. I suppose the other thing is, with the current climate, a lot of stuff's been done online in that respect. So I've done a lot of the safety stuff online, the communications and meetings. The site work is still obviously on site, but yeah, it's trying to adapt, I suppose, at the moment to the current situation and still make sure you're servicing the clients and keeping your business running. So I can be early finishes, late finishes. It all depends on the, you know, on what I'm doing on that day. It does change. It's quite good. I'm not doing the same thing day in, day out, so that's quite good. Still a lot of paperwork involved, but yeah, it's okay.
What do you enjoy the most about your job?
I think two things. I think meeting other people, meeting clients, meeting other, you know, suppliers, connections, getting to know people better. Because I think when you're a business owner as well, you've got to have that broad range of connections so you can get support. You know, support when needed, and also offer support when they need it. I think also seeing something that you've planned come all the way through from planning to delivery on a project. You know, so if you come in with a solution for a client at early stage and then you deliver the whole project through to completion, and it gives you that sense of achievement, I suppose, of what you've achieved on that project.
What career tips can you offer to someone who wants to do what you're doing?
I think it's understanding what you've got to get. It's good to have some, and I'm a bit 50-50 on this now. I did a degree and I've done an MBA, so I've done qualifications throughout my career. And to be fair, I've used them in certain areas of my career. So I think having some sort of academic background or base is pretty critical. I'm not saying you have to go through the uni systems, that you don't, but you need to have some understanding of, you know, academic stuff. So you can do reports. You need to be able to write project management reports in my role, safety reports, and there's other sort of supporting qualifications you can get on that. I think having quite a strong understanding of what's right and wrong in these areas as well, because some of the stuff is like legislation, so you need to be able to interpret that and realize that the rules and regs are there for a reason, but also not be a clipboard warrior, as I call them, somebody who's coming just looking at the rules and regs. You've got to put them into practical use in the workplace with clients. Project management side, you need to have sort of try and be calm, try and not let things stress you out, which is difficult sometimes because things are not going quite right, but you still need to then be able to look at it from a different viewpoint. But yeah, I mean, construction is probably where we sit in the project. So, you know, speak to people in that area, look at the different roles that are available, talk to people. People are always willing to offer advice and help.
Yeah, I think you've offered some good advice and help for us today. What are your plans for the future?
Well, get through this current COVID situation with the business would be good. No, we're doing all right. It's difficult to plan at the moment because I think everybody's not knowing what's going on. We do want to grow. We've got some big projects coming up next year that will help us to do that. Currently just want to sort of maintain service levels with customers, make sure we keep communicating with people during this period, staff and customers and suppliers. That's probably critical. But yeah, we had our best financial growth year last year. This year's going to obviously be a little bit less because of what's happened. But yeah, I think we just want to drive forward. We're not wanting to get to be, you know, multi-million-pound business, but we want to run a decent business where we've got staff and we can, you know, have a decent turnover and profit, decent standard of living, really. How
can people find out more about you?
We've got a website, obviously. We've got a bit of a plug on that, www.gpwconsulting.org.uk. We're all over social media. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter. You know, either look for me personally or GPW Consulting Limited. We've got pages and posts and things all over those. Again, anyone could just reach out if anyone wants to have a discussion about what we do and how they could get into that area or what to watch out for, which is often probably a good tip to have. But always open to people getting in touch.
You know, somebody once said, find a job that you love doing and you'll never work a day in your life. And I think, Gary, today you've been a demonstration of that. You know, you love doing what you do, and it doesn't seem like work for you. It's just your passion's clear, your enthusiasm, and you enjoy doing what you're doing. And I hope that our audience today can find the same passion that you found for what you do, because then it wouldn't feel like work. They enjoy everything that they do. And I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with us and share your passion with us. And, you know, for those who are fortunate enough to do, you know, what you do and enjoy doing what they do, I'm sure they'll be very happy. Thank you.
No, that's great. Thanks for the time. It's much appreciated. Yeah, great. Thank you.